You are now tuned in to another episode of the Silly Girls Podcast. I'm your girl, Charles.
And I'm your girl, Kiki.
And on this podcast, we dance in the rain. Yeah. What's good, Silly Squad? It's your girl, the Silly Girls Podcast. We back again. You know what I'm saying? Ready to entertain y'all. Ready to vibe with y'all. Y'all know we get excited when we come to talk to y'all because we family. You know what I'm saying? And what we need for you to do is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment, and then share this to a friend. And people who listening on our actual podcast, y'all know we talk to our YouTube people while we actually record both. We give them a taste of the actual podcast. We give them a little, half of it or whatever. But also for the ones who listening, please go ahead and write us a review. Also, make sure just because you're listening does not mean that you're subscribed. So we also need you to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Anchor, however that you are actually listening as well. And if this is your first time, we would like to say welcome. Join the Silly Squad by really, following us on all of our social media platforms, Silly Girls Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. So you can keep up and, get notified when your girls, doing something different. Also hit that notification bell. You feel me? So, before I ask Kiki how she doing, what I want to tell y'all is, if you go to our YouTube, you're going to see your girl got on some new earrings over her. You know what I'm saying? You see it. You see the drip. You feel me? So my beautiful co-host, she had asked me, because I have, I love the African prints, but I love the modern African print, just like the print of the actual, continent itself instead of, like the all of the colors, because sometimes it can start looking old.
Yeah.
And, something like that. So anyways, she had said, girl, do you like them earrings, the African earrings that got, the outline? I was like, yeah, I've been trying to find some because I had saw it on it was probably a celebrity. It was a long time ago, and I'm like, I have been trying to find them earrings. So my girl had said, she was like, girl, she said, I'm gonna get you some, and so so I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying. But baby, she told me to check the mail the other day, and bam, you see it, y'all. Listen, these earrings are so cute. They are so cute.
And they're light.
They are light. They're gold.
They gold. They look like they're heavy, but not heavy like looking good, like expensive. But they're really pretty. But she had been wanting them, and we was on the phone. It's crazy she said that, and I was like, we just kind of said we liked them. I'm the friend or the whatever you want to call me to a people that likes to surprise people with the things they like. I like to see them smile when they least expect it. Because sometimes it just feels good to be thought someone thinks about you. And I was like, let me get her these damn earrings. And I was looking, and I said, well, you know what? Before I purchase, let me go back and make sure these motherfuckers are big, because she loves big earrings. Like the bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
But I'm not calling her the hoe. But I'm just saying, like, we love hoops and big ones, and I know that she likes big earrings, but they look really good on her. You looking really Nubian.
Thank you, girl.
Like a goddess, but they dope.
Even though I told you, thank you. I want to tell you,
you know
what I'm saying? When we record, I want to say thank you again.
Yeah,
they are so cute. Like she said, I love the big hoops, you know what I'm saying? And so, especially I think, just for the aesthetically wise, like pleasing, like when you're actually, when you're big, it's like the little hoops. It's like
the genie, they have the genie be one of the little hoops.
Yeah.
Like, so when you have a voluptuous woman,
yeah,
bigger
earrings to offset all of the, you know what I'm saying? So fashion tip to my big girls: go with a bigger earring. You know what I'm saying?
So it all look balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because this right here, it makes your face look bigger. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a fashion tip for my girls. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, how are you doing? I haven't saw you in a minute, girl.
I'm tired as hell. Like I just moved. I mean, y'all don't know this, but she knows. And some of my friends is listening. I just moved, and I didn't realize that moving was so tiring, because every time I moved, like they deliver my furniture or they deliver my bed, because I'm always buying new furniture every time I move. But in this case, I haven't just really moved in a very long time, and when I did have to move, I was just moving to another apartment upstairs because the other one caught fire. Baby, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be in that apartment for a long ass time, because moving is expensive, it's tiring, and it's mentally draining. So, but other than that, outside of my body trying to catch up, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. My body's sore too. I've been doing a lot of different DIY projects and all different types of stuff. Helping, you know what I'm saying, with some other stuff, but I'm good. Like, I really need.
We here. We are here.
So again, we would like to say welcome. We love y'all, and let's get the people what they've been waiting for. Let's jump into our first topic.
Wait, before we jump to this first topic,
Okay, go.
let me thank Chancellor for purchasing these peach flavored Jolly Ranchers. They are so delicious. Like, when it hits your tongue, it's like you taste every peach, Georgia peach. Like, it's so good. And I kept saying, why didn't you give me no bag? They're so good. She said, you know what? You can have them. That's what I wanted to hear. So I'm gonna open one. So if you hear me opening it, I just need it because it just, I like to put it in my mouth and suck it like 2 or 3 times and swallow it. Okay, that sounded so nasty.
Ooh,
but
come on, we finna start this podcast with some freaky shit.
Nah.
Cause you know we haven't did it in a minute. We gotta bring it back.
I just like I don't like the, you know how people suck the Jolly Rancher to get really little, it still be this
So
big.
basically, what you're telling people is that you be sucking.
I mean, I like the flavor.
You like the flavor?
I like the flavor of the flavor.
You like the flavor. It's lip gloss.
Mm-hmm. Y'all see her head with me?
No, I'm trying to do that because it always mine too.
Okay, but anyway, anywho's. So let's get into this first topic.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into our first topic. Our first topic that we're gonna talk about is fighting to win and grow instead of being right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big, you know what I'm saying, topic to talk about, because a lot of times in especially relationships, you know, we always, I'm saying we, just not us, but I'm saying it's just people, men and women, you know, when you have been with somebody for so long, you start to, you know, push certain buttons.
Mm-hmm.
You start to, because you know which button to push, you know, because this person has been with you for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, you know that if I say this, it's gonna, he made me mad, so now it's like a get back game. And so, and really, I'm going to fight to win. I'm not fighting to be, you know what I'm saying, to be right. I mean, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and grow. But I'm fighting to win. You know what I'm saying?
You just want to be like, I won that, haha, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And no resolution.
Yeah. And to be honest, that is the most dangerous thing that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's in a relationship, or even in a friendship, or in a workship, any type of thing. Mm-hmm. Fighting to win is the most childish shit ever. You know, and to be honest, that's why, like, when I do get, you know what I'm saying, in the next relationship, it's so important that, you know what I'm saying, he knows how to fight. Because it's different ways to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, because some people just fight, like, if somebody is always has to be right, that is, your relationship is going to be fucked up.
And in life, you're going to be fucked up.
Yeah.
Everybody's not always right. We all have our opinions, and we all have, we're passionate about what we believe. But at the same time, when you're in relationships, even in friendships, family, and being in work, you have to be open-minded to see where the other person is coming from. So you can be like, okay, well, now I can see why you were triggered when that happened, because you're looking at it from this standpoint, versus like, you know, you talk to somebody and you know they hear you, but they're not really listening. Mm-hmm. Because they waiting for you to stop so they can say, well, da-da-da-da, so they can't really digest what you're saying and receive it. I was one of those people. I just want to win. And I don't give a fuck what you said. You just say something, I'll be like, and I'll say what I have to say. And if you be like, what did I just say? I'll be like, well, I don't know. Because I wasn't listening. I was just waiting to respond. But a good friend of mine was like, that ain't right. I'm trying to communicate with you. And you don't want to, you need to stop being so prideful. Because with me, it was like, when somebody was telling me and pointing out stuff to me, I feel like they were talking at me instead of talking to me. So if you're talking at me, I'm in defense mode and I'm just ready to fight back. But if you talk to me and you approach me as if you're trying to make me understand, then I'm a little bit more softer and I can receive it better. But if I feel like you just trying to be my daddy or trying to be like my mama or something, I'm like, I ain't trying to hurt you. So I've gotten better with communicating, because I would be like, I don't know what you just said. I don't curl up now with it's this, and if you don't talk to me, I don't curl. But in my back of my mind, I'm like, you know, you didn't have to say that. You could have handled it better. And but I'm so prideful. So that's with me. I'm conflicted because my pride make me want to act a fool. But yeah, finish your sentence.
No. So basically, like, what really made you change, and what did you really do?
Because I feel with the communication, with me trying to fight to win instead of to grow, I feel like we were never gonna get anywhere. It's just it was
that part.
This is here recent, like a few months back. I had to realize stop being like that. But I think I was just being so stubborn because I was like, I don't want to feel like I'm wrong, and it wasn't necessarily that I was wrong, but I needed to be open minded to see how my actions affected somebody else versus me thinking that what I did was right because I felt like it was justified because of my emotion. So I acted out of emotion versus. Because when I get mad in my feelings, like I don't think straight. But once I calm down after it, it's like, God damn, I need to apologize. But at that point, the damage is done. And you can't kind of go back to it and talk to the person because it's like, we tried to talk to you about this a few weeks ago and now you want to bring it up. So I'm just trying to be better. I think, but to answer your question, I want to be just an overall better person because me fighting to win, it was like bags on me. Like carrying heavy loads. And I was like, why? And it just fucked up my day. It made me feel like angry. I would wake up still carrying the weight of that argument or that conversation versus if I had just stopped and listened, said my piece, listen to their piece, and then the next day it's like, okay, it's water under a bridge, but I would still be like acting ugly, like dry when I'm texting, like being stupid. But it just takes a lot of my energy and I just don't like the way it made me feel.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's why I'm choosing not to fight to win, but fight to grow.
That part. You know what? If you are listening, the main thing is to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, like your partner and you have like a real, because you know how people say like it's all about communication. We can talk all day, but if you're really not listening and you know, and you're like she said, you're just waiting to respond, this talking and argument is not going nowhere. It's basically it's going to go around and around. It's like a loop. This shit, we're not going nowhere, you know. But if for real, like if you actually sit down and really talk to the person and understand that, hey, just because I believe that things should go this way, that's just what I believe. This is a whole different person, you know, like man or friend. This is a whole different person. So again, they're not thinking like me, you know. And so with that being said, what the fuck I think ain't a fact. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? And so when you truly understand that your fucking opinion is not a fact, and just because it's your thoughts is not a fucking fact, then you're more open to understand that person. But you know, when you think that everything that you're saying is fact and it should go my way, and you know what I'm saying, like that acting like a spoiled little brat,
selfish
you know what I'm saying, selfish mentality. Basically, you're not trying to even hear a shit this person gotta say, because everything that if I think that I'm right, everything that you say is wrong. I don't care what the fuck come out your mouth. Bitch, every fucking thing that you say is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so the first step is to identify with yourself. Then check your motherfucking self and say, bitch, I ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I say is not fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? Everything I say is not wrong or right. But, you know, and then it's like, but fighting to actually grow. Now we're growing from this situation, so we won't have to relive it again. And that's the whole point. Fucking point. And you know,
that's why I had to stop fighting to win, because it's like we were revisiting the same conversation because I was doing the same actions, and then I get mad. But the reason why I got mad is because I didn't remember that was the problem the last time, because I was fighting to win. I wasn't saying, oh well, this did trigger her, this did trigger him, you know. But I've gotten better. I'm just very stubborn and prideful, and so I'm learning to kind of let up on that. And I can honestly say I've gotten better, because I don't mind apologizing, but it's like some people I be like, I ain't apologize for that shit because I wasn't wrong, but deep down, like, you know, you was wrong. Do it. And it really takes a lot out of me to be like, I apologize, I shouldn't have did that. But then it feels better after I said it. Whether they receive it and accept it is something totally different. But yes, just like you made a valid point. It's like you just and it's like, well, what is the point? Why are we even friends?
And to be
why
honest,
are we even together? It's like it's the same shit. Like, this is dumb. Like we should be arguing about who finna eat pizza, who finna eat a burger, not over no bullshit because you didn't listen.
Yeah. To be honest, you know, it's so easy to not fix the issue. It's like we can just keep going on because it's comfortable. We just go keep on fighting the same shit. Yeah. But to be honest, it takes real maturity. Work. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying, to really, you know what, to grow from that. But you know what it is? Kiki, is having the uncomfortable conversations. That's the part that makes it hard. You know what I'm saying? Like when people, you know, because I heard somebody say, me and my dude never argue. And that was so, you know what I'm saying, weird to me. And it's not, when people say argue, because people hear different things in their brain. I'm not saying that we fussing and we doing and we fight like this, you know what I'm saying? But the main step, because I wrote down some steps over here, the main thing is that, again, if you different and you had a different, you know, rearing process, I had a different process, we don't think the same. We two different people. So again, so when I say that, why the fuck are we agreeing on everything?
Yeah, and then
you know what I'm saying?
That's the point of meeting people and growing people different. It's okay to have so many things in common, but it's even great to have debates. Be like, your mama told you to wash your hands before you pee. That's different. You know, like I'm just using that as an example, but yeah, you know, that's you're right.
So what I'm saying is, so when it's never an argument or let me say this, a disagreement, that means that somebody ain't being truthful.
Being a yes man.
That's what I'm saying. So when I heard that, I was like, well, their relationship, I said, somebody is just going along to get along, because basically, it, you know what, it's the fact that that one person is probably suffering in silence. Where it's like, they are like, you know what, I don't even want to argue with him today. I'm gonna just
because we will do that.
Yeah.
Women be like, I'm just gonna say whatever. I'm just gonna go with the flow.
That's, you know, sometimes we, you know, say do a little something like that. But if it's all the time, because you know, some days you be like, I ain't got the energy to do this today. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like all the time and like on big stuff that really matters, that's the thing. Because it's like, it's going to really affect your life. It feels like some big decisions. Just say like, if he wanted to move out of state and I really didn't want to move out of state, and something like just, you know, some stuff like that where it's like big decisions.
Yeah,
you really need to voice, you know what I'm saying, your opinion. And like I said, the reason why it's so easier to just go along, because people don't want to have the uncomfortable conversations, even though they are uncomfortable. It's like they need to be had just to grow.
Yeah, you
know what I'm saying? It has to, you know what I'm saying, that plant has to get water and sunlight, all that to grow. You know, if it doesn't get that, it's never gonna grow.
And you know what's crazy is, because I don't think nobody wants, like you said, the uncomfortable conversations. Especially when you're having if I'm speaking in a man and woman type of situation. Women, we don't want to hear, like, when our man is truthful to us, you know, the truth, sometimes we feel like, oh, well, he think this about me. So it kind of, with some women, it kind of diminishes them, make them feel that, oh, he don't love me like he used to love me, because he's pointing out the things that I don't feel like are wrong with me, but from his eyes, he see that. But if I could say this, if we take it back to the self-love part, when you fully love yourself and your mate is giving you that constructive criticism, then you're not going to be so butt hurt, because you just like, I love me and I know I'm good, but maybe I can't fix that because the way I'm doing it is not right, and it rubs him wrong, but it may not rub somebody else wrong. So you try to cater to your situation. But I said that to say, because most women, myself, you know, when I was with a dude, if he point out something, he could tell me a million things about myself that are perfect, but one thing he says, the only motherfucking thing I'm gonna hear. But if I was just looking on me like I was supposed to, when he said that one thing, I'm like, what? You think that, okay, I give you that, but bitch, let me tell you something, you know. But I'm just saying that, like, it all plays a part. When you are secure within you, you can receive things better, and a person's opinion of you won't shake your foundation because you solid in it. But everybody has that. Some people have those cracks, and I'm one of those people. My foundation is still being it's reconstructed, you know what I'm saying? So the cracks are still there, so the cement ain't fully dropped just yet. It's still, I'm still walking through it. So I've learned to not let the things that people point out that eggs them about me make it feel like that I'm less than, or it's a problem, because I'm just human. I'm not perfect. So what he's saying is like, I'm not saying it's wrong, but that shit irritate the fuck out of me. Like, you keep asking me the same question over, and I had to explain. Well, in my defense, and I'm just taking a little left turn right here, guys. in my defense, when my mom passed away, I put up a defense mechanism. Like, I used to remember everything from a smell from when I was like 2 or 3 years old up until I'm grown. But when my mom passed away, I put up a defense mechanism to where I don't process and retain things and hold it because I don't want to remember certain things. So it's hard for me to remember shit. So if you my friend, or if you ever encounter me and I ask you some shit over and over, it's not that I'm really not listening. I really fucking don't remember. But I'm trying to figure out a way to break that. But because I've been so stuck in it for so many years since my mama passed, when I went to therapy, because I had to go, I went on leave from work and I went to this group. I had to go twice a week to this group at this crazy house, y'all. Green something. And I was like, oh my God, they're finna check me in. But me sitting in the group listening to people and me talking to the lady one-on-one, she told me I was an angry, depressed person. Everything triggered me. Like, I was a ticking time bomb. I went off on a lady in the drive because she repeated my order. And that's how I knew I needed help, because my cousin was like, well, Kiki. I said, well, it just pissed me off. Like, don't ask, bitch, I see it on the screen, don't ask me. But I was triggered. But I said all that to say that with that person pointing out to me, because I learned to love myself, I was grown enough to let him know, I understand that irritates you, but I'm not doing it intentionally. What I wouldn't normally share with nobody about shit like that, I share it with him. But I said that to say, I'm learning to love myself with that foundation. You know what I'm saying? But before, I would have been like, fuck you, what you mean? I'm like, what? But I can receive it better. So this is good because I'm working through it. You know what I'm saying? But a long time, I wouldn't tell nobody no shit like that. Like, I couldn't remember shit, because I really can't. Because I feel like they would judge me. But y'all really fucking can't.
Well, at least I tell everybody all the time, bitch,
if you don't write it down.
I don't write shit down, she already know. My mind, listen, we can talk about something 1 minute ago. 1 minute, I tell her a topic. And I'm like, let me get the pen.
And I forget.
When I get the fucking pen,
she done forgot.
Bitch, I forgot what the fuck I said. And I'm like, I don't smoke weed or nothing. I swear my mind is fucked up.
And I had to replay and I like I said, I can remember like an elephant. But because my mom passed away and me putting up that wall, I don't remember. Like, if you ask me anything in my life from 2006 plumb up until 2011, you say I was there with you and I can't remember. And it fucks with me because I can't remember, and I try to remember and I can't. But I'm getting better, but I be like trying to play back. I said, okay, we were talking about this. But I said all that to say, to go back to what I was saying, when you have, I know we say self-love a lot, but fuck it. We can
y'all
gonna hear this
continue
shit.
to pump out self-love.
Because
a lot of people need that.
People like, that's bullshit. No, self-love is real. Motherfuckers using the word toxic over and over is overkill. But when someone is telling self-love, because it's so important, if everybody in this world, sorry, I'm here to table, y'all,
every fucking aspect
everything,
every relationship, every business aspect, every fucking thing in your relationship, in your life. I'm sorry, every fucking thing.
It do, because I'm gonna get biblical, because like I don't know the Bible like that, because I grew up Christian and Jehovah's Witness, so I'm a little fucked up a little bit when it comes to stuff. But when the devil knows your mind is idle, he plays on that. Like the self-love, if you ain't got self-love, he'll make you overthink a whole fucking situation. And I like me. I'm using me. I'm the me. We using me as I'm an open book. He plays with my mind so bad I can make up a whole fucking story. And I be like, but I said the self-love, because I'm like, if I love myself enough, I want to allow my brain to go there for, because it is what it is. Bitch, I'm the whole meal. I'm not even worried about the fuck you got going on. Friends, family, men, whatever. I'm not worried about that. I don't even care enough to write a whole damn play in my head about the situation. So that's why I'm saying, like, the self-love is so important. And with me, if I didn't have the self-love, well, me, I told y'all I'm learning not to fight to win. I'm trying to fight to win because I'm an asshole and I'm prideful and I'm competitive. So I feel like I don't want you to feel like you got one on me. But I'm learning. And that's why I was telling Charles, I want to talk, that was a good topic to talk about, because, baby.
But also, I will tell, for the men and women who listening, basically, make sure that your partner also wants to fight to grow as well. Because if you are trying to fight to grow, right, and your partner is still on their fight to win, it's unbalanced. So you're basically, that means that now you're giving in. You know what I'm saying? To that, you're gonna basically let them win all the time. But
friendship too.
That too. That's what I'm saying. So every relationship you're in, if that partner, you know what I'm saying, let's just say, like, you and that man, that woman, if he is, and I'm gonna make sure I win all the time, and she like, I'm already gonna grow from these stuff, the cycle is gonna keep on doing it. So what I'm saying is that make sure that you find a partner that is on this same wavelength. Make sure that you find, you know what I'm saying, your friends that is on this same wavelength. Family too. Like if, you know what I'm saying, again, like I said, sometimes you gotta, you know, cut stuff off.
It does.
But however, if you are on our YouTube, make sure that you like, hit that subscribe button, and subscribe to our channel, and go listen to the rest of this podcast on iTunes, Spotify, and Anchor.
And hit that share button and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.